everything she does, and the most loyal person. If you have a sister, you're born with a best friend for life. Like best friends, you laugh, you cry, and you fight. My first childhood memory of conniving with Beth was when Beth, Mike, and I convinced Jeff to put a Skittle up his nose. Then when we were teenagers, we decided to put a line of tape down the middle of our room because we wanted our own rooms. I had the windows, Beth had the door. We got very creative and created the game Fugitives to entertain the Wellmans. Well, let's be honest, to entertain ourselves. We decorated the church for Christmas by hanging wreaths. And when I went to college, this was the first time I was apart from Beth for any period of time. And I remember being heartbroken. Luckily, this only lasted 2 short years because Beth was right down the street. When I turned 21, we both benefited as Beth began to use my ID. Although we will soon be states apart, we will always remain very close friends. Being the middle child has taught Beth to use her faces. Having spent 30 years interpreting each and every face, I personally would like to pass some information on to you, JT. If you ask Beth to be the maid of honor in your wedding, and this is the face you get.
Yes. Oh, God. Yes.
I'm fairly confident that means yes. Where's Wilbur? Wilbur, pay attention. If you ask Beth to share your Swedish fish at Caracon, and you get this face, I would suggest you get your own Swedish fish. And if you ask Beth if she wants to go in the thicket of Firefly, and you get this face, so that brings me to the sole person responsible for why we are here today. Jamie, Beth and my other sister, is the matchmaker. Jamie, we would personally like to thank you for trying to continually convince these two over and over and over again that they were born to be together. So, growing up in the Osik household, we learned 3 very important things. Hutch, it's funny that you mentioned the first one. All is fair in love and golf, and you were born into golf greatness. Second of all, everybody is entitled to their own opinion, and everyone in our household practices this every day by saying, in your opinion, you're okay. And finally, true love does exist, and fairy tales do end with a white picket fence on Dayton Road, or raspberry bushes on Langhorne. My parents are best friends, soulmates, golf partners, and the definition of true love. By watching our parents as an example growing up, Beth always knew her true love was out there and wasn't willing to settle for anything less. When JT entered the picture in true Wellman fashion, I walked right into food source, right up to the counter. I had him paged. He came up to the counter. I introduced myself and I walked out. He didn't even bat an eye. It wasn't until our first, that's true. It wasn't until our first family dinner I was 100% sure. Our family dinners consist of arguing over politics, laughing, crying, a huge birthday candle, Jeff educating us on his latest conspiracy theory, Maria showing up with a perfect gift for whatever we're celebrating, Mike manning the remote for whatever sporting event happens to be on TV, Colleen explaining the positive side of whatever topic we happen to be discussing, me drinking bottles of wine, and Tim telling his latest most embarrassing story. When JT entered, it just felt right. From that point on, I considered you family, but it's great to officially call you my brand new little brother. So let's raise our glasses. My piece of knowledge advice to you is this. As you sit side by side through this roller coaster of life, remember to scream from the peaks hold hands through the dips, laugh through the loops, and enjoy the twists and turns. Take it from me, the ride is much better when you do it together.